Okay, today we are going to look at solving a fraction subtraction problem, 3/5 minus 2/10, using bar models to find the common denominator. So looking at this problem, 3/5 minus 2/10, I can't just subtract the 3 minus the 2 because my denominators are not the same. So I do need to find a common denominator for 3/5 and 2/10. So to do that, I'm going to draw bar models for each fraction and then find the common denominator. So I'll start by drawing a bar model for 3/5. Okay, so now you can see that I drew a bar model and then I partitioned it into 5 equal parts: 1/5, 2/5, 3/5, 4/5, 5/5, which is equivalent to a whole. I then shaded in 3 of my fifths to demonstrate 3/5 as my bar model. I'm now going to draw a bar model for 2/10 just underneath that. You can now see that I have drawn a second bar model and I have partitioned into 10 equal parts: 1/10, 2/10, 3/10, 4/10, 5/10, 6/10, 7/10, 8/10, 9/10, and 10/10, which is equivalent to a whole, which is also equivalent to 5/5, which is a whole. So now I need to find an equivalent fraction for 3/5 into tenths. So what I'm going to do then is I'm going to further partition my 3/5 into tenths by taking each fifth and partition it in half. And now you can see that I now have 10 equal parts on top here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 shaded in. So I now have 6/10. So the equivalent fraction for 3/5 is now 6/10. So my problem now becomes 6/10 minus 2/10. And I have now rewritten the expression 6/10 minus 2/10. So now I can solve by simply subtracting my numerators, 6 minus 2, which equals 4, and I keep my denominator now the same since they are both tenths. So I now have my difference as 4/10. Now I can leave this answer as 4/10. That is the correct answer, and that is acceptable. However, I can further simplify 4/10, and I can do that because I know that 4 is divisible by 2, and I know that 10 is also divisible by 2. So if I divide 4 by 2, I get 2. And if I divide 10 by 2, I get 5. So I know that the simplified version of 4/10 is 2/5. And that is how I use the bar model to find common denominators in order to solve subtraction and addition fraction problems.